2 weeks ago, we said you should not take your eyes off the developments in Meghalaya politics, especially in the light of the arrest of a top BJP leader. This week, we are requesting you to pay attention to Tripura. Like Meghalaya, Tripura too goes to polls next year. And like Meghalaya, the BJP is right in the middle of the fight. The big difference, however, is that unlike Meghalaya, where it is just an ally, in Tripura, it is the party in charge. But what happens when you take charge? Someone challenges your authority, and thus the wheels of democracy keep spinning. And in Tripura, the BJP's wheels insist on spinning. And now it has become clear that it insists on spinning without any support. With that in mind, allow me, Kalyan Deb, to explain why the BJP's attempts could signal the death knell of smaller parties in Tripura. Pursuing for months,
Tripura village of Assam
in the 75th Independence Day.
In 2018, the BJP ended decades of communist rule in Tripura, and to date, the supporters call it a victory of good over evil. And while all BJP supporters may not think so, the 2018 elections were indeed a resounding no to the CPIM. But the BJP did not do this alone. It had the support of the IPFT, a tribal party which came into the limelight demanding a separate state for the state's indigenous population, a demand it still stands by. The IPFT won 8 of the 10 seats, a strike rate that would shame much bigger, richer and supposedly powerful parties. Congress. But within a few years, the IPFT and BJP looked less like allies and more like disgruntled lovers, both wanting to stay together but also seldom agreeing on anything together. Separate statehood? We'll see. CAA, polls apart in the reaction. NRC in Tripura? BJP does not even want to acknowledge that. Then came the elections for the TTADC. The IPFT on its supposed home turf wanted to act like this was primarily their elections, and the BJP was merely here to support them. The IPFT wanted to contest all the seats. The BJP not ready for that, of course, so they fought separately. The IPFT wanted to go all TTADC ka King Kong. Instead, it ended with IPFT not winning a single seat, and the BJP, which contested in 11 seats, won 9. Tipra, under the royal scion, came to power, and ever since the days of IPFT have been numbered. The BJP and IPFT are still allies, of course, but the BJP's recent offensive in the tribal areas, including getting JP Nadda to hold a rally there, have made the intentions clear. They want the votes and the electorate, but not the leaders that claim they can challenge the BJP. You cannot talk about Tipra without talking about Greater Tipra land, which goes beyond the IPFT's call for a separate state and instead demands a greater homeland for all Tiprasa inhabitant areas, including those outside India. This proposition reversed the political landscape, at least in the tribal belt, and Tipra, with the support of other smaller regional outfits, emerged as the strongest political force. Such has been the ascendancy of the Tipra Motha that even CPIM, which had a substantial base in the tribal regions, today stands obliterated with Congress claims while it has support in the region but little to show anything in their favor. As for TMC, given their Bengali image and that they barely have a strong presence in even the Bengali-speaking community, it will be years before they can rightly claim any space in the tribal regions. The fact that the BJP has, through the appointment of Patal Kanya Jamatia and Rebati Tripura, made it clear it no longer expects much from the IPFT. The IPFT, meanwhile, has barely any cards left to play now. There have been attempts to merge with Tipra, but that remains an incomplete project. The BJP's push for control in the tribal regions is guided by the fact that in the Bengali-speaking regions, it remains the undisputed kings. Despite what the TMC, the CPIM and the Congress have to say, the truth is that even after the dismissal of Biplab Deb, the BJP remains in absolute control of the Bengali-speaking region, especially in Agartala. Let us not forget how the party wiped the floor with other parties in the recently concluded civic body elections. The BJP is so sure of its dominance in this area that they know well. Take a few seats in the tribal region and A, the win is guaranteed, and B, you need no one else's support to do things the way you want to. As of now, while the Congress, CPIM and even TMC may garner thousands of votes and even win a seat or two, they won't be able to hold a candle against the BJP. The IPFT's spectacular win in 2018 was a clear indication that the electorate put its trust in people they believe would take their causes forward. What has happened since is also a clear indicator that the local regional parties have little to no control over behemoths like the BJP. The IPFT's failure for now is as much due to infighting as it is due to the lack of interest shown by the BJP. The BJP was aware of the IPFT's power in 2018. In 2023, it seeks to get rid of them for good. For now, Tipra is the only challenger to the BJP's absolute control. And given how things are shaping, it will remain so after the 2023 elections as well.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to EastMojo. For any queries, put them down in the comments section below and press on the bell icon for notifications.